Yes, the game is starting soon. Cloud, yeah. All right, finally, ladies and gentlemen, the game is now started. Here, let me turn off my. Here, let me turn off my. There we go. All right, we should be okay now. Oh, a little bit. There we go. Okay, I was looking around. I was just kind of seeing. There we go. How to do some real life stuff. Okay. So Static is going to be the quarterback for the Titans. Nothing too. Who's your bets on this game? I like Atlanta's chances of winning. I think they definitely have improved as a team. So my bets are kind of Atlanta, but I could probably see a world where Tennessee does pull it off, though. Because Tennessee is not that bad of a team as the record says, I don't think. But so I mean, I could see Titans winning, no doubt. But my bets, the safest bets for me is on the Falcons. Like they've just been a way better team than they were after the game with Houston. I think they've kind of been on a bit of a win streak too. So I like where they're headed. I think they're probably the one team I think that could probably stand a chance to the Texans if we're going like now. But I mean, they haven't faced since this new improved Falcons team, so we'll see. But all right, but either way, Static is going to be rolling right. All right, so Falcons are going to be rushing the, and it's going to be intercepted by Benmos, just out of nowhere. Yeah, their records are definitely better than they say, but that's not a way you want to start this game. You're the Titans. Benmos with a very huge pick there, and for right now, Benmos is going to be a starting quarterback for the Falcons at the moment. I think Benmos is a walk-on from what I know, so stats from him will not count in the quarterback slot, but either way, Benmos is going to get a 13-yard gain on that pass, and he's going to fire a fade to Jay. And Falcons immediately score. No, Falcons have just been making a comeback. Well, I wouldn't say a comeback because the game just started, but either way, 2-point conversions are not allowed, so that will just be canceled immediately. And it looks like Titans are going to look to make a touchback. I mean, if I were the Titans right now, I'd just kind of slow the game down a little bit. Just get some momentum on your side. Right now, it just nothing's really much been happening. Oh, and he's going to throw it right into the defender's hands. Roy with the interception there. Things are just not going right for the Titans whatsoever. All right, Roy is going to spin move out of bounds at around the 20. Maybe a little bit more or less than that. Yeah, it's going to be around the 21. 22 to be exact. But either way, Benmos looking around. Cam, 100. Another team, who would it be? That's actually an interesting question. I mean, the Dolphins and Saints have looked pretty decent. The Bucks have kind of been a weird team. I don't really know where to put them. But either way, Cromify gonna get a touchdown for Atlanta. And if I had to choose one, I mean, Saints and Dolphins look pretty good, so I'd say one of them for sure. Either way, extra points going to be good for Atlanta. Yeah, things have just not been going right for the Titans whatsoever. This is an awful start to this game, but anything can happen since it is the first quarter, all things considered, but it's an uphill battle. Oh no, the VC play was just a little miscommunication there. And Static gonna be looking around, seeing what he can find. Gets hit, but just able to get it. Just able to get it off for an incomplete, and now it's... Really? That's a grounding? I guess maybe it was a little bit... Maybe it was a little bit too high, but I don't agree with that decision. I think that's not grounding. I think it's just overthrown. Oh, but either way, Benmos gonna get a pick once more. This Falcons defense has just not shown any mercy this game. Oh, and it's gonna be a handoff to Cam. And it's gonna truck a couple guys. Gonna get taken down at around the 16-yard line. Does anyone even have hit stick? Like at all? Oh, it's gonna be a little LS to late. Yeah, a lot of people have hit stick. I don't know why no one used it, but either way, it's gonna be a handoff to Cam. Gonna get a 4-yard loss. Unfortunately, that handoff does not work with the same success. Either way, I'm sensing a screenplay here from the Falcons, but does Tennessee know? Okay, well, I guess maybe not. Either way, Benmos looking around. Oh, he thought he has a lane, but he's going to take a 29-yard sack, and that's 4th down. And that's going to be a very long field goal for Atlanta. Very huge stop there for Tennessee. But unfortunately, that kick is going to be good, making it 16-0. I like what the Falcons have done. Have been doing so far this game. Their defense has just been spot on. I mean, sure, you could point out just critical errors from Tennessee, but Static going to be the one to be receiver there. I guess they swapped quarterbacks in between. Looks like going to be Dolls at quarterback for the Titans. Maybe a QB switch is just what they needed. And it's going to be to Doom on the out route. And he's going to get a good 24-yard gain on that play. Very huge. And here we go, Dolls. He's going to trying to find the fold route there, but the wide receiver just doesn't quite connect with it. And here we go, Dolls. He's going to be rolling right. Hoping to find something. He's going to find the fold on the left side. It's going to be Gerald. Gerald instantly in for the touchdown. And there you go, Dolls. I guess maybe a quarterback switch is what this team needed. Here we go, late. He's going to be the one to be a kick returner. And nearly had an open lane there, but he's going to get more than 20 yards on that play. And they start at the 45. Very ideal field positioning for Atlanta. Oh, and it's going to be a reset play because the Titans did say play clock on defense. So they are going to get a bit of time to recuperate. Yeah, Miami Saints do face off, yeah. Kicker of the year? Maybe. Now, I haven't seen a ton of field goals, but Football Legends does kind of make them a bit more useful, for better or worse. So I like the change. I don't mind it. Because a lot of like Roblox football leagues, they always just have field goals as this like niche game winner when you're ahead or down by a couple points. Like, I'm glad it's getting a bit more usage. Even if they're kind of forced to a lot of the time. Makes games a bit more exciting. Yeah, you have up and down weeks. It's all about just how you can improve, man. Like, I know everyone has up and downs, but it's all about just what you can do, man. Here we go. Benmos, though, going to be rolling right. He's going to find an open man on the right side, but just a tad bit overthrown. Man, Benmos is definitely going to want that play back. Because he was just wide open right there. And he's going to find Cam 100 on the LS route there. Thankfully, going to just find it. Here we go. He's going to find the tiny fold route from Roy. And he's going to get 14 yards. It's going to be second and inches. Not looking pretty for the Titans so far. But like I said, one pick can change everything in this game. And it's going to be the TTV. Going to get the first down there, but get hit sticked almost immediately. Titans are playing very stingy. Not giving up anything too huge, but we'll see how this goes. I mean, this is a very much in VC play cheese territory. Here we go, Benmos. Looking around, seeing what he can find. He's got an open lane. He can take the run if he wants to. He's going to find Cam, and he's just going to... Wow, okay. And he's going to dive into the end zone. And that's a touchdown right there. And it looks like the extra point will soon be good. So it's going to be 23-6, Atlanta. This is looking very huge for the Falcons right now. But the Titans can, in fact, come back from this game. This is definitely a winnable game, considering this is only the first quarter. So I think this might be an interesting game All right, let's see. Can Dolls... Oh, no, it's going to be a fumble. All right, Barney just barely gets the ball on that fumble and just a 4-yard gain. That is a very huge save there from Barney. Thank goodness for him. Either way, it's going to be a deep pass to the right, but just incomplete there. Just a tad bit overthrown. And now Dolls. Oh, and it looks like Tennessee's going to take a timeout. From the looks of it. I guess they needed a timeout to work on some things. Either way, Dolls. He's a little backed up. Gonna just throw it right to Benmos. Number three. That might be a pick six. Okay, never mind. He went backwards for no reason. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, that's just being not a good teammate for number 3 there. Just not even going to try to tackle him. Yeah, I don't really know what he was... I don't know what number 3 on the Titans was thinking there, but... just not disciplined whatsoever. Either way, Benmos going to be looking around. He's going to be backed up all the way. Unfortunately, I think that pass might have been to Roy, but just a little bit out of his reach. Either way, Benmos looking around, seeing what he can find. He's going to find the check down to Cam 100. Only going to get about 10 yards, though, before going down. Benmos. They need... All right, Roy, it's going to get popped. Roy did have the out route, but was just popped there. Very good defense by the Titans. And a little bit of luck, and a little bit lucky, too. Either way, Benmos trying to look around. He needs at least a first down. I think he's just going to have to toss it. This is not looking good. Oh, he's going to find the split middle. The DEs are trying to play around it. He's going to find the middle. And he's just going to toss it up, but it's just way overthrown. And that's turnover on downs. And there you go. Tennessee gets a stop, and Benmos paid for going backwards like that on the int. Oh, man. It was past number 7 from the looks of it, but to Nicky, but just a tad. He cut to the left accidentally there. Miscommunication. Here we go, Dolls. They're still rushing. Falcons are still rushing too. It looks like it's going to be another VC play there, but looked just a little bit high. This is just... yeah, it was to Gerald from the looks of it, but it was just a miscommunication. Things are just not looking pretty for him. And it's going to be a full to the Viper. And he's going to get a first down and more here. And he's got plenty of room. And no one on the Falcons can catch him, and that's a touchdown. And there you go, Viper is going to be skating away. And there you go, that's a huge play there the Titans needed. And he's just going to skate away on turf. I don't really know how exactly that works, but all right. I mean, even on roller skates, that's not really, not exactly practical, considering it's turf still, but yeah, turf isn't exactly smooth and flat. But either way, it looks like Falcons are gonna get a touchback here. I mean, right now the Falcons are definitely... I mean, the Falcons are definitely, they still have the lead, but things are not looking very pretty for for the Falcons right now. The momentum is kind of shifting away from them unless they can score here on this drive. I mean, if I was Falcons right now, I would be in no rush to score right now. I would really take my time because keep in mind, you do get the ball at the second half if you're the Falcons. Or at the start of the second half, I mean. So you don't have to take forever. You don't have to take, you have to be in that big of a rush compared to the Titans. So, I mean, just play the slow game. I mean, I think that would be me if I was the Falcons right now. I just play it slow. Don't take anything. Don't take any big risks. Because right now, wow, that just went right through the receiver there. That's wild. But it's going to be 4th and inches. It looks like Titans are going to be giving a 3-man rush look here. Just not even going to allow the run. All right, but here we go. He's only got Barney to worry about. Benmos going to be taking one down the field. Just a tad bit overthrown, and that's turnover on downs. That's a very huge stop there by Tennessee. And that's a 4th and inches. Just not able to pay it off. And a timeout's going to be called by Roy. Just to get his players in order. Things are looking very good for Atlanta at the moment. And here we go. And we got the Viper getting a 30-yard gain on that fold. Things are looking very good for Tennessee right now, but they do need to score. It doesn't matter how many yards you get. It don't mean much if you can't score with it. And yeah, that kind of shows it. Right now, it's... Oh, and another timeout called by Roy there. Just not liking what he's seeing on this defense from the looks of it. I don't know if you can play clock mid-drive. Well, this is going to be a little controversial, but I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but yeah, he definitely is lagging for sure. Yeah, sometimes lag can just kind of be the the bane of your existence. Fortunately, that's just how some games are, you know? You can do it mid-drive? Okay. Why, is there like a limit to how many you can do or something? I'm assuming there has to be like a limit how you can do, like how many you can do per drive or something, because like... I don't know the exact rules. But either way, Conjure, 1 on offense, 1 on defense per game. Okay, so this must be his defense 1. Either way, Conjure. Gonna be looking around. And he's gonna find just a tad overthrown there. I don't really know what he was throwing to, but either way. Alright, here we go, Conjure. Gonna be a walk there, but no, just incomplete, and they're gonna have to settle for a field goal. And that kick is blocked. Man, that thing's just went out of reach for the Titans there. And here we go. 1 defensive stop for Atlanta once more. And here we go. Benmos has a bit of a lane. The defense line's creeping on, but he gets the pass to Cam 100. Good for about 8 yards. Here we go. Benmos. And then Benmos. All right, he's going to get only about 1 yard gain from that LS pass, but either way. All right, Benmos has a bit of a lane here. He could take the run if he wants it. He's going to, and he's going to dive it for first down. Good for 7 yards. This is looking very good for Benmos at the moment. Here we go, Benmos. All right, and then he's got a 10-yard gain. There we go, Benmos. On a 3rd and 7. He cannot take it. Oh my gosh, why is he wide open that far in the end zone? Chromify. And that's a touchdown. What in the world were Tennessee thinking there? They just left him completely wide open. Yeah, what in the world were they thinking? I mean, either way, that's a touchdown. Yeah, you cannot leave him that wide open under any circumstance. Yeah, that was... All right, Conjure. Gonna be rolling left. Now it's Conjure gonna be quarterback. Can they at least decide on a quarterback first? Jeez. Either way, gonna be a tad bit overthrown. Either way, Conjure. He's gonna be backing up a little bit. Here we go. It's gonna find the fold. Just a bit overthrown there from the looks of it. What happened to Dawes, man? I don't know why Dawes isn't the quarterback. I thought they were doing really well with him, but I guess not. Either way, Conjure. Gonna be rolling right. Not finding anyone really that crazy, and he's gonna find a deep route, but he's not gonna find really anything. And that forces a punt. I mean, right now, Tennessee has just not found any answers. I mean, I don't really know why they didn't put in Dawes. Like, did he leave or something? Or is he just somewhere else? I don't really know. I don't know, Dawes is still there. Like, I don't know what he's doing. Like, I don't really know why they didn't put Dawes back in quarterback. He was doing pretty fine to me. Oh, but, oh no. You cannot do that twice. J-Merle. What were the deeps doing? Yeah, I have no idea what this Titans defense is doing. They're just giving up everything deep. Either way, Status is going to take it in for a touchback. Things are just not looking good at all for Conjure and this Tennessee offense. They just haven't gotten anything down. Either way. And it looks like it's going to be a pass to the Viper. Here we go. Gonna get tackled just barely there. But man, he had an open lane and things might be looking up for the Titans just a tad bit. Here we go. Looks like it's going to be past the right, but just a little bit overthrown there. Things have just not been looking super great. I mean, we just been seeing a lot of overthrown passes by Conjure, but... Uh-oh, here we go. It's going to be caught by Viper. That's a first down. Viper has definitely been getting his touches on this game. Or catches, I mean. You know what I mean. You get what I'm saying. It's going to be a little bit of a walk, but just overthrown there. Here we go, Conjure. Trying to find something there. He is going to get double rushed, which isn't very pretty. Right now, he is going to be backed up quite a bit. Looks like it's going to be forcing a toss. No, he's going to find a lane thanks to his offensive line. And it's going to be a catch to Dolls, and that's a touchdown. Dolls easily going to find the end zone there. Just the lane being set by his O-line just really opened up the defense quite a bit. And there you go, just like that, the Titans are now looking to get in it. But like I said before, they still need a lot left to go into this game. But here's the problem here that Tennessee is going to have to face. Because the Falcons have 30 seconds left. Okay, they're just wasting time for no reason. Okay, that was 6 seconds wasted. Okay. But either way, the Falcons do get the ball at the second half. So that is one thing you have to keep in mind. So even if Tennessee does stop them here, the game is going to be far from over. I would call timeout here. Yeah. All right, looks like it's going to be a timeout by Roy. That's his final timeout of the game. Tennessee cannot allow anything huge here. Here we go. Here we go, Tennessee. Gonna be pushing Benmo's back quite a bit. Gonna get out of bounds just barely. And there you go, 2 seconds left. And looks like this play is gonna end up being a toss. Because why not? And he's gonna toss in the end zone. And he's gonna find Chromify on the 3v2. That was not what Tennessee needed whatsoever. Yeah, you cannot give up a play like that. And looks like that will be the end of the first half, and Falcons will receive the second half kickoff. But man, this has been very one-sided from this Falcons team. Because as far as we know, it's been all Falcons. Tennessee is just going to need a lot coming their way. I mean, there's still a whole other half to go, so I don't know if I'd say it's over yet, but that touchdown is not a good look. That touchdown is a horrible look. And Benmo's going to find a lane. Doesn't take it, though. But it looks like he found something a bit better on the right side with Chromify on that fold. And he's going to get a first down quite easily. Here we go, Benmos. Going to be looking around, seeing what he could find. Yeah, I mean, I have a hard time thinking the Falcons are going to choke this lead. And Cam, going to be avoiding 2 tackles, going to get hit sticked. But he does end up getting the first down. Things have just not been looking good for the Falcons. And that was nearly wide open there. Or that was nearly a touchdown if he just threw a little lower. But either way, Benmos gonna get tackled near him. Jamrel's gonna get the catch, but gonna get tackled near immediately. Or near instantly. Here we go, Benmos just looking around, seeing what else he could find. That was a very questionable pass there from Atlanta, but it's going to be 4th and inches. This is not good for Benmos. if he doesn't get this, Titans will be able to convert and get a turnover on downs. Benmos is trying to look for a lane there. Didn't quite find it. Barney able to hold his ground. And KM 100 gonna end up getting the yardage for the first down. Yeah, I thought it was pick 2. Here we go, Benmos. And it's gonna be a handoff to KM. Gonna try to truck, but hit stick exists, so you don't get to exist as a running back. Especially when they have hit stick. But either way, Benmos. Oh, nearly found an open lane there, but the defensive ends did recover on that. And now Chrome, he's going to find Cam 100 once again, and that's a touchdown. And it's gotten from bad to worse for the Titans. Yeah, Cam has been kind of going off a little bit. Yeah, Cam has definitely been a pain in the butt for the Titans defense to cover. But either way, it's going to be Conjure. I still think Dawes should be the quarterback here. I don't think Conjure should have been the one there, but I guess that's what we got to roll with. But either way, and it's going to be a small fold there to Viper. I mean, it kind of looked more like a streak and then just randomly converted to a fold. So, I mean, you could say it's a streak or a fold, technically. I think you can argue either one, but I'm going to say a fold for now because that's what it kind of looked like in the immediate moment. He caught it, but either way, Conjure going to be backed up quite a bit thanks to the DEs. He was out, it looked like. Maybe. Either way, going to be intercepted by Chromify. That's just a questionable pass there from Conjure. And yeah, that might have sealed it right there. Especially if the Falcons score on this drive. But we'll see what happens. Either way. And, oh! Benmos is going to get sacked for a 11-yard gain there. Got a little greedy on it, so that is going to be a huge sack for Tennessee, but I mean, we'll see if it matters in the end, but either way, he's going to be flying around. He's going to find Chromify on the fold, easily negating that sack. And that's good for a first down. Defensive end just gave him a little too much time there. Here we go, Benmos. Just going to be a little to the left there. I don't know where exactly he was throwing, but looked like it was towards Cam. But either way, it's going to be to Benmos. And he's going to find Cam 100. I don't really know if that was to Cam necessarily there. I think he might have stole it from Chromify, I think. Was that Chromify? I could be wrong. It was either Roy or Chromify. I don't know. There's like 3 number 1s on the Falcons team, man. Like, give me a break. But either way, Benmo's going to be rolling right here. And it's going to be a deep pass, but is it going to be a fit? No. And that's going to be forcing a punt for Tennessee. I mean, that's still a huge play for Tennessee defense, but is it too little too late? I mean, I guess we'll find out, but either way, Conjure gonna be rolling left. Falcons are only rushing 1 from the looks of it. So that's a very interesting change of scenery, but Static gonna get the fold there around the right hash. He's gonna get good for a 42-yard gain. Things might be looking up for Tennessee, but now they rush 2. And it's going to be caught by the Viper on the fold. Doesn't get up in time and gets tackled around the 4-yard line. Things are looking very up for Conjure at the moment. And it's going to be the Viper for a touchdown. And Viper gonna end up getting it. And just like that, Titans are now on the board. I mean, they kind of have been on the board, but you know, they get something on the board second half, I mean. But I mean, I guess a comeback is possible, but it is going to be very ambitious, considering Tennessee has just struggled to put a stop to Falcons' offense very consistently this entire game. And that's going to be good for 8 yards. Here we go, Benmos. Only rushing one. The other one was AFK, but now he's back. And it's going to be a cam 100. Going to try to find a tackle here. A couple guys were AFK from the looks of it, but they're bad. They're back now. Oh, and Kevin is lagging. I can kind of tell. But either way, it's going to be a 2-yard rush. And he's going to find two people wide open there. TTV is going to get the check down there. That's good for another first down. Things have just not been looking pretty whatsoever. For this team, but either way, Benmos gonna get to cam 100. Only gonna get about 10 yards though. Things have just been looking interesting for this team. And here we go, Benmos. Oh, nearly getting picked there, but Roy able to come up with it somehow. And 10 is better than 0. I mean, yeah. Either way, Benmos. And he's going to find the split middle. And he's going to just overthrow it there. I think that might have been a Chromify, but I could be wrong. They're just a little overthrown there, just wide open. And there we go, 5-yard gain there from TTV. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter, and now we're transitioning to the fourth. This is a must-stop territory for Tennessee. They need something here, and they're going to find Chromify. And just like that, this game is over. Or, well, I don't know about over, but you know what? But you get the picture. This has just not been good whatsoever. There we go. I had to change the text chat color to make it a bit more seeable. Either way. But either way, Conjure. I mean, things have just been not looking good for Tennessee whatsoever. Just gave up way too many big plays there. And just overthrown there on that fold. And yeah, things have just not been looking good whatsoever for this team. And here we go, fold to the Viper. And he's going to get it. Things have just been looking very up for Conjure right now. But well, on this drive, well, as far as this drive is concerned, I mean, my bad. Or either way. Fun areas of effect here in Conjure. Gonna be backed up quite a bit. O-line able to help a little bit. Alleviate some of that pressure, but he's still packed up nonetheless. And he's gonna get sacked for 60 yards. Oh man, that is really just Condra just held the ball for too long, and that's a safety. And that might be wraps for the Falcons. That might be wraps for the Titans there. I mean, one touchdown from Atlanta is going to seal it as mercy. I mean, yeah, I mean, Dolls kind of said it himself. I don't know why Conjure was quarterback when Dolls is doing just fine. Either way, Benmos just gonna take his time. And it's gonna be to Chromify for a 46-yard gain there, able to fit it very well. Benmos has definitely done well as quarterback this game. And here we go, Cam 100. Just gonna chill there and wait. And he's gonna get good for a 15-yard gain here. Wait, I just noticed it's a 6v8. What? Okay, I don't know where the heck that came from, but either way. And it's gonna be to Roy, and that's mercy. Cool. Yeah, it was pretty one-sided, but it had some moments. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty interesting game overall, and that's all I can really say about it. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty interesting game. Had a little bit of fun. It was a little unfortunate. It was a bit one-sided, but I mean that's how games are sometimes, you know. Not always gonna get what you want. But yeah, that's really all I can say about it. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.